Hi. For my reading, I've decided to do Simon Sinek, Start with Why. The reason I've chosen this is I believe Simon Sinek to be a very innovational thinker in regards to managing the coming-of-age millennial workforce in business. On a cold January day, a 43-year-old man was sworn in as chief executive of his country. By his side stood his predecessor, a former general. 15 years earlier had commanded his nation's armed forces in a war that resulted in the defeat of Germany. The young leader was raised in the Roman Catholic faith. He spent the next 5 hours watching parades in his honor and stayed up celebrating until 3 o'clock in the morning. You know who I'm describing, right? It's January 30th, 1933, and I'm describing Adolf Hitler, and not, as many people would assume, John F. Kennedy. The point is, we make assumptions. We make assumptions about the world around us based on sometimes incomplete or false information. In this case, the information I provided was incomplete. Many of you were convinced that I described John F. Kennedy until I added one minor little detail: the date. This is important because our behavior is affected by our assumptions or our perceived truths. We make decisions based off what we think we know. It wasn't too long ago the majority of the world believed that the earth was flat. This perceived truth impacted behavior. During this period, there was very little exploration. People feared that if they traveled too far, they would fall off the edge of the earth. So for the most part, people stayed put. It wasn't until that minor detail was revealed, the earth is round, that behavior changed on a massive scale. Upon this discovery, societies began to traverse the earth. Trade routes were established, spices were traded. New ideas like mathematics were shared between societies, which unleashed all kinds of innovation and advancements. The correction of a simple, false assumption moved the human race forward.